Hello, class of 2022. Congratulations, you are almost to the end of your graduation year, and there are a few things that you should know before we move forward. I just want to make sure to tell you that we are very proud of you, that I know it's been a tough time, and luckily for you and luckily for us, we're able to celebrate graduation in a normal fashion, or at least at this time, that's what we are planning. The graduation will be, expectations for you are that you will be on graduation night, Friday, May 27th at 8 p.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium, and you will be graduating in the stadium. We are anticipating that we will have your friends and family available to be able to graduate with you or to see you graduate. And you should know that there are some things that we do have in place already. You will receive some graduation tickets. The graduation tickets are intended for you to have 2 guests. You'll get 2 white tickets and one blue ticket. The blue ticket, if we were to have inclement weather, we would make sure and have those people with blue tickets would be allowed to go to the auditorium, and they would be allowed to watch you graduate. We'd graduate across the stage. You wouldn't be allowed to have everybody. As you can imagine, we only have 13,004 seats in the auditorium, and it's nearly impossible to get everybody into the auditorium with that number of graduates. The next thing you should know is that you will be allowed to have an honor guard. What is an honor guard? Honor guard are the teachers and staff members who have been most instrumental to you in making you successful for your 4 years of high school. It can be anyone that you choose, but you do only get I believe it's 20 honor guard members who will walk you to your seats. And what they'll do is they'll just be a part of your graduation ceremony in general. So we'll line up in the gymnasium. They'll be with you. We'll put certain teachers with a group of students, and then they will walk the line. They'll be the line leaders. They'll walk you in. They'll also be the people for whom you will receive your graduation certificate from them. So you'll also have that, they'll have the honor of actually handing you your graduation certificate at the very end, okay? It is really important, and the main part of this video, I want to make sure that you understand that we have caps and gowns need to be ordered. Your cap and gown should be ordered from Balfour. You cannot go through any other vendor. And so what you are going to be receiving today is a blue little ticket. That blue little ticket gives you information on how you're supposed to order through a website. The website in particular has all kinds of things that you can order, including your announcements. You can get class of 2022 gear, cups, mugs, all of that stuff. And you can get in the end, you'll get your graduation certificate. You can also have your graduation certificate be mounted. And those are all products that are sold through that website. Another thing that you might be interested in are class rings, class necklaces, class keychains. All of those things are all sold there. But most importantly, you'll get your cap and gown at this website. The cap and gown, if you are not interested in getting all of that other graduation gear, you don't have to. What we're expecting you to have, though, is the black toga and the black cap. You will not receive, and a tassel, so the tassel that hangs on your cap. You will not receive the medallion. The medallion it turns into a keychain in the end, but it's a medal, and it's got a blue ribbon that goes across on your neck. That is expected on the day of graduation. You will not receive that from anyone other than your honor guard. They will hand that to you before going out onto the field. So that's not part of the graduation cap and gown packet until the end. Something you should know about the cap and gown, I know that we have in the past, perhaps you have a sibling who has graduated. We ask that all students purchase a new cap and gown because the cap and gown does pay for that medallion that you receive, and it also pays for the actual certificate and the booklet that you receive. We want to make sure that all of those things are part of your graduation packet. So the price, I believe it's $32 if you're just ordering the graduation cap and gown. All of that is included with the cap and gown price, okay? If you have any questions on that, please feel free to come into the office and let us know. And if there are any hardships, I can't quite purchase that, please let us know that as well. We're happy to help. Something else that you should know is that you will be receiving a Commencement Compliance form the last week before we get ready for graduation. That compliance form is that you, of course, are going to make sure to keep up your grades, that you're going to make sure and have all of the things in order. You're going to turn in your Chromebook. You're going to pay for any equipment that may have been lost or damage to a netbook, Chromebook from previous years, any library books. You'll have to also check out through the athletics office. You'll check out through the activities office. You'll check out through the bookstore, the library, the nurse. All of these places will be on the Commencement Compliance form. And of course, in last compliance, asking that you are going to follow the rules of the graduation ceremony. Keep in mind that graduation is a really important time, not just for you. It's not just about you. It's about you and your class as a whole graduating together. And this is the last time that you will have that experience with these students who you likely have been in school from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. If you were really lucky, you have had that experience. But even in the short time, you may have only had them in the classes your senior year. It's really important that we honor each student and that each student gets their moment to be able to walk across that stage as a group. And that is why we make sure that all of us together have our black toga, our black cap, our tassels, and we together as a class, we graduate and move our tassels over to signify as a class that we've all graduated together. So keep all of those things in mind. We will not be having an assembly. I will try to give you the information that we need, the assembly information that we call it an assembly, it's a forum, senior forum, to give you more information on what's coming in the future for you as a senior. Some things that you are going to want to make sure that you're taking care of at this time is that you're taking care of your ECAP with your counselors. You've completed your civics test, that any ELP deadlines are met, and that you're on track with AWC if you're taking AWC classes, and that you're set to graduate. Remember, I know everybody hears that we have senioritis. We get that senioritis, right? You need to follow through, and it's really important that your behavior represents you and your family in the best light possible. We want you to graduate. We don't want to have the situation where we pull you from graduation because of a behavior that you had. So please make it easier on yourself and on your friends, your family. Everyone is expecting you to walk across that line, and we want to make sure that you're prepared to do that. You will have several checks with your counselors for your semester check and make sure that you are on target to graduate. If you are finding difficulties with your classes, it is very important that you reach out to your teacher, speak to them, send them an email, call them. It's really important that you go to tutoring. If you are able, please take that opportunity to do that. And remember that you'll be working for the rest of your life. But will you be working towards getting your graduation for the rest of your life? Getting your graduation time taken care of? That's when it's really important that we take the time to talk to our teachers to make sure that we're credit current and that we're working on our classes, okay? I know that all of that stuff sounds like life is really going to hit you now, right? And it really is. Some of you may have already turned 18, and consequences are different for you in our community than they have been. And that's something that, yeah, it's the reality. It's the reality that you have. Some of you won't turn 18 until after you graduate. But those first steps is, oh my gosh, I turned 18. And now I have to make sure that I follow through with all of the things that entails. I am an adult. And that's what we're going to expect to treat you as an adult. so that we can have proper conversations and going over all of this information if you should need more time, okay? Remember that applications, there are application deadlines for scholarships. And so if you're looking to go to any community college or college, there are there's lots of money. Don't leave that money out on the table. Put in your application, make sure that the application deadlines are met. You can talk to Miss Rebeck about those scholarships, make sure that you're doing that. Pass all of your classes. Make good choices. Not just in the moment choices, but good choices, okay? That's really the message that I want to make sure to share with you. I am here to make sure to answer your questions. Some of you may or may not know where the activities office is, but that's where I'm located. I also am out during lunches a lot of times and during passing periods. Please don't feel like you can't approach me. I know I typically have a mask on. I do that for your protection more than mine, but I want to make sure that I'm available to you anytime you should need. Have a great day. You need to make this a great class of 2022 year, and I really appreciate your time. Have a great day.